Okay. Yeah.
That's where they want you. That's where they got you, but that's what you want to.
Okay. You see what I'm talking about? I think this is definitely the future of music producers and production houses because, all right, welcome back. Make sure you subscribe and smash that like button because you're going to want to remember this for later. I'm going to break down how I use Suno in my everyday workflow and how you can use it in yours as well. All right, so let's get started. So what I did first of all, went up here and I created a new workspace right here. You click. So I'm naming this my YouTube BSJ Music Pro. Create workspace. So what I've been doing lately with this is I've been taking old ideas and demos that I have. I've been uploading those into Suno and messing with some of the styles and some of the variations that you can do in there, and actually having a lot of fun with it. So I'm going to break that down for you here. All right, so what I do is I come up here and I go to audio. I go to upload, and I'm using my demos. The demo, they got you today. This is a demo that I made back in 2021. I think I started this session. It's got, so what I was inspired by, I think I was listening to a lot of Faith No More at the time. I was inspired by Mike Patton and the whole vibe that Faith No More has. I just wanted to see what I could do to capture that. So I ended up having a lot of fun recording something. Again, I'm a terrible singer. I feel like I have really good ideas. I feel like I can embody as an artist the feeling and the timbres and the vibe that you're going for the general aesthetics of the song and the general sound and how it makes you feel the emotions of the song. I feel like I can capture that. But when it comes out of me, it's really flat. It's pretty funny. We'll be sharing those along the way here. But yeah, anyways, this is the demo. They got you. It's a bunch of gibberish on there. It's got a hook and I think a verse or two. So anyways, I go into what I did here is I went to audio, upload. I'm picking my most recent file, which is number 3. I already know that I scouted before. It's going to upload it into here. It's going to say they got you. You can name it here if you want. I'm just going to get rid of the number 3 and say they got you, and I'm going to put YouTube after it just so we know what it is for today. All right, and then you can either save it for later or start over. I'm going to save it. It's going to give you the option to save to the library, which I meant this one, save it for later. You can extend the audio, make it longer, or cover. I'm not going to go into either of these two options today. I'm just going to go over cover. So we'll hit continue, and we'll allow it to upload there. Shouldn't take too long. We're going to focus on the advanced options a lot today. Okay, so it's uploaded the audio file. It has entered the lyrics. I didn't have to type this up. I have the lyrics typed up, and if I want to copy paste or if there's anything that it didn't get correctly, I can edit that in here. However, it already listened to the song, uploaded the lyrics. I'm going to play the song before we listen to any of the renditions. So anyways, it uploaded all the lyrics. That's pretty cool. If you want, what you can do is you can click this magic button and you can edit the lyrics magically, or you can have it write a full song for you. You just type in your prompt and it'll do everything. But again, I feel like I'm the artist producer. I have a vision. I know what's going on in the artist's mind as they're trying to convey this. So that's where I'm at with this. I write my own lyrics, make my own melodies. I produce everything inside of Studio One at my home studio right here. And then I've been uploading it into Suno lately and having a lot of fun with this. So it's automatically going to prompt your style here. So this style here It's at a high energy rock track with driving rhythm section, distorted guitars, male vocalist. Kind of puts in the tempo, BPM, key of A minor. So it pulls all that stuff out, which is really great. If I want to add anything, I can add congas, sci-fi, techno. The list goes on and on. Punchy bass lines, make it choppier, turn it into a trailer, turn it into a female vocalist, all sorts of stuff. But I want to capture everything that I did in the song, try and capture the most authenticity of the song. Even though we're going to be using AI to enhance it, and it's going to give us some really cool variations, as you'll see on later. But I want to keep it as authentic as possible. So far, if I'm not all over the place and you've been following along, make sure you hit the like button so it helps the algorithm. I can start making more of these. The more views I get, the more encouraging it is, and the more that I know people are actually enjoying what I'm putting out there, finding value in the information that I'm trying to show you here. So go ahead and smash that like button. All right, so anyways, we're into the advanced options now. So far what we've done is I've uploaded the audio. I've chose my song. I saved it. We did a cover. You can choose cover, extend, add vocals, add instruments, use styles or lyrics. We're going to just do a cover. And I choose cover because I found that that's the best option to make it as close as you can to the original. I haven't really messed with the other options too much. I might do that in a different video, and we can do that together. But for now, we're just going to select cover. It's got the lyrics. It's got the style, which also includes the genre and everything. And then down here is where I wanted to focus on, okay? Weirdness, turn it up for wild, unexpected results. I don't want that at all, so I'm going to turn that off all the way to 0, safe zone. The safe zones, I think, are about 15%. Yeah, about 14% for each safe zone. So whether it's on the top end, down to 84, 86, 85, yep, 86, and 14. So that's the safe zone on either S. Well, I guess chaos mode. Style influence, turn it up to match your style description. So that is what's in here. So if you were to delete all this, if I were to type in like bluegrass, folk, country, violin, harp, stuff like that, it would turn that into it because it's doing a cover. So anyways, we're just gonna undo all of that. So I deleted everything on accident under style over here. If you actually select the track and you go over to the right hand side, there's this optional menu where you can see show more, show less. You can actually select that, and that is the description there. So I'm going to go ahead and just paste that right back in there. All right, so back on to the advanced options. So we got the weirdness off, style influence, as we were going over before it got too distracted. If you were to type in reggae, it would turn it into a reggae. If you were to type in Motown, it would turn it into Motown. I'm just going to keep what it auto-entered here. And then audio influence, turn it up to resemble your original audio persona. So what I like to do here is I turn this 100%, and I usually turn this off for maybe 1 or 2 examples, okay? So I'll type in, they got you, YouTube, so we have weirdness off, style influence off, audio influence 100%. I'm going to hit create, and it's going to automatically generate 2 new tracks. I think it costs 5 credits per, so it took up 10 credits. I'll do that twice, so I get 4 of the original, as close as possible as I can. And then I'll start messing with this a little bit. So I'll bring this down maybe to like 95, and I'll bring this up to we'll do 14. And I'll turn this into 1, okay? And I might do that maybe just 1 time. I'll bring the audio influence down to 90. And I'll bring the style up to 18. And I'll turn this to 2, okay? So now we have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think that's pretty good for now. We'll do 8 variations. Okay, we'll do 10. And then I'll do this, I'll bring this all the way down to below 50. Do 45. And I'll bring the style influence up to like 80. Okay? And I'll hit turn this into 3. I'll hit create. Okay, so we have 10 tracks, okay? All right, are you ready? Because I'm certainly not ready. We're going to play the original audio, and then we're going to listen to a couple of examples. Been a long ride, running, ducking, swerving, hiding, no cover, no cap, no limits a minute. Look around, are you catching up with me yet? I've spent all this time bleeding, spent so much life squeezed out, speeding, seeking past event horizons and dark corners, black magic, a mark, black holes, and I'm still blacked out longer. That's where they want you, that's where they got you, but that's why you ought to. What they taught you, that's why they sought you, so that's why you got to. Okay, so I'm not sure if you heard it right there, but there were some artifacts in the audio, and I'm pretty sure that was from my recording. There's a bunch of plugins that are missing when I bounced it out just a few moments ago before this video. I had to remove all those plugins, so I didn't even worry about re-listening to it, honestly. I just removed the plugins that didn't work anymore or that I don't have on the hard drive and exported it. And so I could hear some artifacts in there from that. So this is great because we'll get to see what it does with those artifacts. So that's basically the gist of the song. They got you, but I don't know, paranoia, looking around, thinking things are what they're not, some stuff that I was struggling with mental health maybe years ago, might not be dealing with that now, but maybe somebody else is, and it might relate to them. But nonetheless, we're just here to kind of see the power of Suno. Are you ready? Are you ready? We're going to listen to the first one. Now, I will say, a lot of times there's going to be its own artifacts with the AI. Sometimes you'll hear it glitch, or you're going to hear it repeat a phrase really briefly. Usually when it does that, I know it's not a good output, and so we'll do it again, not during the video, but I'll end up doing it 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8 times until I get the right exact one. All right, and so we're going to see what's going on here. Okay. Yeah.
That's where they want you, that's where they got you, but that's what you want to.
Okay. You see what I'm talking about? I think this is definitely the future of music producers and production houses, because I have hundreds of demos that I've just recorded at home. I'm a terrible singer. I haven't really showed many people. I've shown maybe close friends, family. I've been confident enough lately just to put out a couple of my own songs under the Venetian method. And I didn't use any AI, but that's all just me producing and everything. But this is the future of production for music, because, I mean, this sounds great.
That's what they taught you, that's why they sought you, and that's what you got to.
Oh, see? So you might have just heard that little glitch there. So this is a track that, unfortunately, as cool as it is, really wouldn't be able to use because that's not something that you can actually go in there. You might be able to do some really good manipulation by crossfading, cutting out stems, and like having some pause in there and stuff, but the way that it's glitched, it's going to be really hard to manipulate that audio later. But I want to see what the chorus is for this.
It's been a long time coming. It's been a longer ride, running, ducking, swerving, hiding, no covering, no cap, no limits, no minute. Look around, are you catching up with me yet? I spent all this time bleeding, spent so much life squeezed out, speeding, seeking past the fetishize, the dark corners, black.
All right, too many errors in that one. Obviously, this one's quite a bit different, even though we did audio influence, which would be my original audio. Style 0, weirdness 0, it still is quite a bit different. It is a cover, so we can kind of expect that, I guess.
That's where they want you. That's where they got you, but that's what you ought to. That's what they taught you. That's why they.
This one's a little bit too busy for me, especially since the original audio has a lot of like space there. But we're going to see what it does for the chorus and then we'll move on. Or I mean the verse and we'll move on.
Taught you, and that's what you got to. Once you put it down, don't pick it back up. One glimpse at it, and now you're fucked up. Can't unsee it, hear it, or put it away.
Okay, yeah, I don't really like that one. You'll have to bear with me. My brain is freaking out. Day one of no nicotine and no sugar. Quitting those two things, and today's the first day, so my brain's like, come on, what's going on? But anyways, I appreciate you sticking with it. And if you've been able to bear it so far, smash that like button. Share it, subscribe. I'd like to keep doing more of these, so just need some little encouragement there. And it's not the liquid courage, because I don't drink either. Alright, so let's do next one. So the next one here we have, again, so I did 4 of them with the audio, original audio 100%.
That's where they want you. That's where they got you, but that's what you ought to. That's what they taught you. That's why they sought you, and that's what you got to. Once you put it down, don't pick it back up. One.
Yeah, a little bit too busy. The chorus is really cool there, but let's move on.
Once you put it down, don't pick it back up. One glimpse at it, and now you're fucked up. Can I see it? Hear it? Can I see it? Hear it?
See?
Put it away.
Okay, good example. Normally what I would do is I'd hit the thumbs down button to signal, which one is it here? Yeah, so I would hit the thumbs down. That will take it out of this little main menu. It'll put it in a different category. And I just move on because that one you can't use again. It's just got some audio that's not going to work. So now we're going to start moving into where the style influence is being raised up while the audio original influence is being brought down. And you'll really notice how it starts to take control. And it sounds almost even more like the original audio. It's like weird because it'll take like the essence of the song from the original audio when the style influence is all the way up, and it'll really make it more punchy. So you'll hear that, and I'll probably skip through these so that way you don't have to listen to like all as much as I'm listening to. I'll get to the good parts here.
That's where they want you. That's where they got you, but that's what you're up to. That's what they taught you. That's why they sought you, and that's what you got to. Once you put it down, don't pick it back up. One glimpse at it, and now you're up. Can't unsee it, hear it, or put it away. Paranoia doesn't care about what you say.
Okay, that's not going to work either. So normally I'm just going to move on, but normally I'd hit the down button, or the thumbs down.
Got you, but that's what you're up to. That's what they taught you. That's why they sought you, and that's what you got to. Once you put it down, don't pick it back up. One glimpse at it, and now you're fucked up. Can't unsee it, hear it, or put it.
Nope, that one's got too many issues in it, so let's move on. Interesting.
That's where they want you. That's where they got you, but that's what you ought to. That's what they taught you.
And sometimes the voices will be just like perfect. Like I like that voice a lot. But the rest of it wasn't working. So let's move on.
That's where they want you. That's where they got you, but that's what you ought to. And that's what they taught you. That's why they sought you, and that's what you got to.
Some ride on there.
Once you put it down, don't pick it back up. One glimpse at it, and now you're up. Can't unsee it, hear it, or put it away. Paranoia doesn't care about what you say. Looking around, they're gonna get you free. And more to your face is thoughts and dreams too. So you scream and kick the bucket over the porcelain outhouse. Blood on your sleeves, and you're really like, who wins? It's been a long
That's not what I put on.
It's been a longer ride, running, ducking, swerving, hiding, no cover, no cap, no limits, no minute. Look around, are you catching up with me yet? I spent all this time bleeding, spent so much life squeezed out, speeding, seeking past the better
Like that sounds so epic, but then like there's so many other parts in there where it's just like it's skipping ahead, or the artifacts are popping out. I don't think it's the artifact from the audio original audio. Could be in there, but it does that even if it's just clean audio. So I think it's just some of the bugs that they're still working on it. Hopefully videos like this will help them see that and work towards something that, this is awesome. I love Suno. So no shade on them at all. They're just doing an amazing job. I've been using Suno since version 1, honestly. I've been having a lot of fun with it. I'm paying for it now. I've paid a few times to just mess with it, but right now I'm really enjoying the top tier, the professional subscription. And we'll do a breakdown of the studio and everything later, but right now we're just kind of going over how I use Suno for my demos. And then lastly, so that was 18, 90%. You can kind of hear how it's changing a little bit. We're going to do a drastic jump here to 80% style influence and only 45 audio. Let's listen to this one.
You, but that's what you ought to. That's what they taught you.
See how it's more just clean?
They taught you, and that's what you got to. Once you put it down, don't pick it back up. One glimpse at it, and now you up. Can't see it, hear it, or put it away.
That's cool. Okay, see how it took the original audio, but it almost ran with it in a much stronger and more constructed way? The audio influence, just like it's saying, just lets the original audio come through. And the style influence, I'm not sure, but I like it. I seem to be having a good time when it's between 40 and 55% of the audio influence, and then the style influence is between 50 and 80%. I seem to be having a lot of fun in that area. All right, we're going to do one more real quick and then wrap it up. Okay.
That's where they want you. That's where they got you, but that's what you ought to. That's what they taught you. That's why they sought you, and that's what you got to. It's been a long time coming. It's been a longer ride running, ducking, swerving, hiding, no covering, no cap, no limits, no minute. Look around, are you catching up with me yet? I've spent all this time bleeding, spent so much life squeezed out, speeding, seeking past to like a longer. That's where they want you. That's where they got you, but that's what you want to.
That's cool.
That's what they taught you. That's why they sought you, and that's what you got to.
That's cool. I like that. All right. Well, that's pretty cool. So hopefully today you learned a little bit. I'm going to be probably making just a bunch of these with the exact same format, just different demos, so you can understand how I use Suno. And I think it's going to help a lot of people out there, especially people that are really I'm a bad singer, no matter how hard I try. Maybe I'll get better with vocal coaches eventually, but I really try to put a lot of emotion into it. This song isn't the worst. I'm not the most terrible singer, but I'm not the greatest singer. And so being able to have a demo and put it into Suno and hear the potential that your song has is amazing and worth everything. So, again, my name is Brandon. This is BSJ Music Pro. Don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe. Peace.